The images the video that you see on your screen. On the top left hand side, Rahul Gandhi, after initially having problems getting on board a flight from Delhi to Lucknow, reaches Lucknow airport. On the top right, he sat in dharna after not being allowed to enter his own vehicle, with the police saying that you can travel to Sitapur but only in our vehicle. He said nothing doing. Finally, he was allowed to leave, and the bottom right hand side, you see him actually leave the airport. You can't see him there, but that's that merely has Rahul Gandhi inside as he gets out of the airport, gets onto his own vehicle, and he is now on his way to Sitapur. Sitapur is short of Lakhimpur Kheri, but that's as far as Congress leaders managed to get, with his sister Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who looks after the Congress party and its activities in western Uttar Pradesh. She's actually over there in a guest house, illegally detained, she says, for several days. So he's expected to see her, and perhaps at that location we will see some of the family members actually of those who've been killed meet the Gandhis. But this seems to be at one level a very carefully sculpted and choreographed visit as far as the family members meeting Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi are concerned. They are not being allowed, at least not at the moment, to actually go to Lakhimpur Kheri and meet whoever they want to meet over there. The law and order situation is the argument which has been raised by the Lucknow government, I beg your pardon, the Uttar Pradesh police, over and over again by the Uttar Pradesh government. But that is an argument which legal experts have said, including former justices of the Supreme Court of India, who have told NDTV that even if there is Section 144, which restricts the assembly of people in any one area, if there are a small group of people, under 4 or under 5, who actually go to a particular place, then they can be allowed, or they should be allowed. And there is nothing which actually prevents, or there should be nothing which prevents political leaders from grieving with families who've lost so much. So that's the legal aspect of it. And then, of course, there is the entire question mark about whether the manner in which the situation in Uttar Pradesh has been handled is at all legal. Let's just listen in to a couple of reactions.
Under which rule are you deciding how I will do? Just give me rule, बता दो मुझे. कौन सा रूल है ये? हिंदुस्तान में कौन सा रूल है जो आप एक नागरिक को कहोगे कि इस रास्ते से आप जाओगे उत्तर प्रदेश में? बताओ मुझे कौन सा रूल है?
सर, इट्स मोर
नहीं, कन्वीनियंट की बात नहीं, मुझे रूल का नाम बता दो.
सर, यहाँ ट्रैफिक जैम बहुत है.
खुद नहीं, आप रूल का नाम बताओ मुझे. मैं ट्रैफिक में जाना चाहता हूँ, आपको क्या ऐतराज है?
सर, जहाँ ट्रैफिक जाम
होगा,
मैं रोज अपनी सिक्योरिटी में ट्रैफिक जैम में जाता हूँ. ये नई बात नहीं है. आप मुझे अपनी गाड़ी में जाने दीजिए.
सर, आम जनता को मिनिमम.
राहुल गांधी जी से चर्चा की है कि जो किसान जिनको कातलाना हमला करके मारा गया है, जो शहीद हुए हैं, उनके साथ, उनके परिवार के साथ हम खड़े हों. सो मैं पंजाब सरकार की तरफ से जो मारे गए हैं उनके परिवारों को 50 लाख रुपया पर फैमिली, इंक्लूडिंग पत्रकार जिनको मारा गया है, जैसे जलियांवाले बाग में जनरल डायर ने गोलियां चलाकर मारा था, उसी तरीके से इन्होंने डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम का मजाक उड़ाया है. सो ये डिक्टेटरशिप नहीं चलेगी. हम किसान के साथ खड़ेंगे और खड़े रहेंगे. कहीं से हमें रोक नहीं सकते ये लोग. हम उनके घर तक भी जाएंगे और उनके साथ खड़े होंगे.
देश किसानों का देश है और छत्तीसगढ़ धान का कटोरा कहलाता है. किसानों का प्रदेश छत्तीसगढ़ भी है. तो इस दुख में हम सबको खड़ा होना है. दुख बांटने का काम हम सबको करना है. और इसलिए छत्तीसगढ़ सरकार की ओर से प्रत्येक परिवार को, प्रत्येक किसान को 50 लाख रुपया, जिसके परिवार में अपने सदस्य को खोया है, और साथ ही उस पत्रकार के परिवार को भी 50 लाख रुपया देने की छत्तीसगढ़ सरकार की ओर से घोषणा करता हूँ.
All right, just a quick summary before we take a short break of the images on your screen. Rahul Gandhi, after a lot of drama, has been allowed to leave Lucknow airport. That's what you see on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. But if you look at the top right-hand side of your screen, earlier he wasn't allowed to leave by the police, who said that if you want to leave, you need to get on our vehicle, to which he said, no, nothing doing, I'll only get onto my vehicle. And the top left-hand side of your screen is when he actually arrived in Lucknow. Initially, there were concerns about whether he'd be able to board a flight. He did manage to board. It was an Indigo flight. He's now on his way to Sitapur. presumably to meet his sister, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who many say has been illegally detained and prevented from going to Lakhimpur Kheri, where 8 people, including 4 farmers, were killed on Sunday night. So he'll meet his sister, and it's over there that the families of those who've lost the lives, who've lost their near and dear ones, will apparently meet and visit them. So it's very fluid at this stage, but he's been allowed to move out, which is actually a fairly big step, considering that there was a complete lockout of political leaders in the opposition from travelling to Lakhimpur Kheri for the last several days.